Diane. I was just gonna hop on here quick this morning and share with you a few different ideas that Katie and I kind of came up together here. So here is the floor plan of your existing house already. So mainly we were throwing around some ideas of what to do differently with that office space where your office currently is. So here's kind of the first idea that we came up with, and then I have a couple more ideas to throw at you, and you can ponder with it. So the first idea here is that shelf that's like has your wine bottles in it and books that right now sits on the back side of this wall that we in this design would have to find a new spot for. I don't know if you would be open to putting it in your basement. Obviously I would love if it could fit in this entry, but we talked about it just being a little bit too long. So the reason that that is getting eliminated is because we put this beverage bar in here on this wall, and that's the only wall that would be left for it to sit on. So if you are still wanting a beverage bar, open to the idea of it, we put it here on this wall so it just has like a mini fridge in it, and then if there's any other things that you'd want in there, we can discuss that, but basically just some lower cabinets with some upper cabinets. We can match the cabinets to your existing cabinetry, or we could do something completely different and have them be painted and almost make it be like a hutch per se, or just its standalone thing. And then with that being done, we put 4 chairs here in the center and really extended that seating, so when all your family gathers, then there's more seating options upstairs. And then that would keep your existing table that you have now over here. So you have seating at the island for people to eat, seating at the table for people to eat. And then this gets a little bit more on the lounge side, connecting with the living room. Obviously, people could still sit in these chairs and eat if they needed to, but otherwise, it just kind of opens up that entertaining. And then obviously, I envision these chairs being swivel. Maybe they don't need to be swivel, but that way I was thinking people could turn around, because now that your TV will be up here on the fireplace, then that view into the living room is open all the way across now. So it would be kind of nice if these chairs would turn, and then if you're watching a football or baseball game, then everybody can see that. So that is idea number one. I should mention too here that in the living room, we did throw in a bigger rug. This is an 8x10, just kind of cozying up that space, but yeah, keeping your chair, love seat, and sofa. The one thing I will mention here is with these chairs, I do want to try to keep as much walking space around them, as this will be a main part that you guys walk through. So we do generally try to keep 4 foot, 3 feet at the absolute minimum. So there's definitely enough walk space on the sides here. The only one that makes me that would get a little bit tighter than I would prefer is from the island to the back of this chair. It's not bad, but it does get a little bit tighter, so that's just something to think about too. And these armchairs that I put in here, they're not a bad size, but I did go more on the smaller side just so that this walk space can stay bigger. So that is idea number one. For the second idea here, basically the same thing. The only thing would be is if we didn't do the beverage bar, which even Katie and I talked about going back and forth with that, because now that your basement is going to become a big entertainment space for you guys too, and it will have that full kitchen, then it's like, do you feel like you need the beverage center upstairs? Obviously, that's totally up to you. With this one, the only thing that changed, the 4 chairs, again, keeping your table where it's at. And then that shelf that you currently have with the wine and books, that would just sit right here on this wall. And again, leaving plenty of walking space on the outside. A little bit tight up in here by the island. Not bad. I mean, it's over, it's almost 3.5 feet. So it's not terrible, but again, we like to get to about that 4 foot. So that is idea number 2. So like I said, again, the same thing, just putting that shelf there and not doing the coffee bar. And then for our last idea here, this one's quite a bit different than the other 2. This one, it has the beverage bar along here, along the middle of the room, excuse me. And then on the back of it is a bench seating. And then there's a table with some chairs. You could tuck in 2 chairs on the outside if you did need extra seating. And then up in this corner, instead of your dining table being there, since it would be moved over here, I just tucked a couple chairs in here. You could for sure fit a 3rd one, maybe a 4th one, but it might cut into this path of traffic here with the door out to the deck. So that would just kind of be up to you. But it's just kind of flipping these 2 spaces, having the dining table here versus up there. Obviously just a preference. We did play around with the idea of moving the coffee bar up in here, but then that window height comes too low, so that's why the the beverage bar had to be moved either to the center of the room or along this wall here. So yeah, there is just a few different ideas. Let me know which one you like best, or if you would like us to keep working with it. And then we will move forward with the idea that you do like, and we will put one of them in 3D rendering so you can actually see what the space will look and feel like. So that's it. Thank you.